2025 Chase College of Law commencement exercises. The processional music this evening is being performed by Brian Buckle, Zachary Granger, Josh Hannon, John Miller, and John Zappa. To begin the ceremony, please stand as you are able for the flag processional. Please also remember that guests and graduates are expected to stay for the duration of the ceremony to celebrate the accomplishments of all of our graduates. You may be seated, so please direct your attention to the corners of the arena floor to welcome the 2025 graduates of the Chase College of Law and members of NKU's distinguished law faculty. join me in welcoming the members of the platform party to the arena stage. Please rise as you are able for the national anthem. The American flag is displayed on our Jumbotron and on the stage. The national anthem is led by Jathan Briscoe, Gabby Casto, Katie Chambers, and Kelly Messer, students from NKU's School of the Arts.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Now please welcome Dr. Diana McGill, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs.
To our accomplished faculty in attendance, to the university officials appearing with me on stage, to our distinguished invited guests, and most of all, to the family and friends of the class of 2025, I extend my welcome to the commencement for the Northern Kentucky University Salmon P. Chase College of Law. I'd first like to start with a thank you to our vocal quartet for that wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Chase College of Law is fortunate to have outstanding faculty members who daily demonstrate their commitment to the mission of the university through their teaching, their research, and service, as well as our dedicated staff who work tirelessly to support and guide our students, from admission through career opportunities through graduation. It is my distinct pleasure to ask all faculty and staff in the Salmon P. Chase College of Law to stand and be recognized. At this time, it's also my pleasure to recognize our distinguished members of the platform party today. Please join me in a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judy Darr. I'm the proud dean here at Chase, and it's my pleasure and honor to see everyone here this evening. We're going to begin with a very special treat. We're going to receive greetings from the Supreme Court, and it's my absolute pleasure to introduce our friend, Justice Michelle Keller of the Supreme Court of Kentucky and Chase class of 1990. And she will offer us greetings and congratulations from the Supreme Court to the class of 2025. Just a few words, although I could say a lot more about Justice Keller. She has served on the Kentucky Supreme Court since 2013, and among her many leadership roles, she is the chairperson of the Kentucky Access to Justice Commission and Criminal Rules Committee. Before joining the Supreme Court, Justice Keller served on the Kentucky Court of Appeals for 7 years, and prior to that service on the bench, she practiced law for 17 years. And she's also a registered nurse, and so she has sort of a very interesting interdisciplinary background. She is an absolutely cherished member of our Chase community, inspiring and mentoring our students each day. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome Justice Michelle Keller.
Lieutenant Governor Coleman, President Short Thompson, Dean Darr, distinguished members of the Board of Regents, Alumni Council, faculty, and especially graduates. It's my deepest honor to serve as the Kentucky Supreme Court Justice for this district, and I am incredibly pleased to offer each of you greetings from our court. Lieutenant Governor Coleman, I am delighted that you are here as our commencement speaker. It means a great deal to me personally and to our Chase family. I continue to enjoy my relationship with many members of the Chase student body, and I want you to know how happy I am for each and every one of you, and also for your loved ones that have helped support and bring you to this moment. Congratulations. Congratulations to my friend, Professor John Bickers, at being named Professor of the Year by the graduating class. 35 years ago, I was seated where you are, incredibly relieved and happy to be graduating, and quite frankly, anxious about the upcoming bar exam and the launch of a new career. However, each of you has what it takes to tackle both. The fine faculty and staff of Chase has ensured that you have the skills, and they will carry you forward into what I unabashedly consider to be the noblest profession that one can enter. Along that line, I want to publicly thank, for the first time, the students here at Chase who have stepped up to volunteer at our first ever Northern Kentucky Legal Help Center, located in the Kenton County Justice Center. The center opened a year ago this week, and to date, it has assisted 1,000 Northern Kentuckians to access the courts. 1,000. That is 1,000 of our fellow citizens that but for this Legal Help Center would not have had their problems solved or their legal needs met. That is an amazing number and has exceeded my expectations. It could not have happened without our partnership with this law school. The outpouring of support from our students, I can proudly say, has exceeded the other two Kentucky law schools at their legal help centers located in Louisville and Lexington. You can clap now if you'd like. I want to acknowledge to our dean and faculty that their commitment to maintaining the pro bono service requirement for graduation has no doubt helped drive this response. As the first Chase College of Law graduate to ever sit on the Kentucky Supreme Court, I am living proof that this institution is about providing life-changing opportunities. This is the day to celebrate your successes and your futures. Please go forth and leave a positive mark on your communities and indeed the world. And remember that my door will always be open to you, my fellow Chase alumni. God bless you all, and God bless the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
For the presentation of the Salmon P. Chase Award, please once again welcome Dean Judith Darr.
Good evening again. Well, this is such a special part of our ceremony where we acknowledge and honor a student who's performed extraordinarily throughout his career here at Chase. So it's delightful to present the Salmon P. Chase Award tonight. So this award is given to a graduating student who best exemplifies Chase's passion, dedication, and advocacy on behalf of others. And just a very brief history lesson, because I'm not sure how many in the audience know our namesake served as President Lincoln's Secretary of the Treasury and then went on to be appointed to serve as the 6th Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. So we're very proud of this local hero and honor his service to others. Please join in welcoming James Lacey. James, will you please join me on the stage? This is good. Well, you have to hear all the wonderful things that you've done, and I'm going to share them with everybody tonight. Obviously, tremendous admiration from your colleagues and friends and family. Let me tell you a little bit about James. Throughout his time at Chase, James has embodied the ideals of service, equity, and justice that define Salmon P. Chase in that award that we provide. While excelling academically, he has also served as a full-time advocate for underserved families in Cincinnati, leading programs that provide academic support, food security, and vital social services. His community leadership through Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity and his membership and his mentorship of young men reflect a deep and enduring commitment to uplifting others. James's work dismantling systemic barriers and empowering the next generation demonstrates not only his passion for justice, but his calling to service. He's a powerful ambassador of the values that we honor with this award. And I just have to say, James, you're an extraordinary student, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have you in the class this semester, and I've so appreciated the opportunity to get to know you. So with that, it's my absolute pleasure to bestow upon you the Salmon P. Chase Award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chase College of Law is proud to welcome 2 members of the class of 2025 to present remarks on behalf of the student body. To begin, please welcome Matthew Carlin, valedictorian for the Chase College of Law Full-Time Division.
Good evening, everyone. As I said, my name is Matt Carlin, and I'm honored to be here and to get to speak to you tonight. Thank you, Chase professors and Chase faculty, our wonderful Dean, Dean Darr, and the rest of the platform party, Lieutenant Governor, Coleman, honored guests sitting all around us, and the Chase College of Law class of 2025. Class of 2025, you are an extraordinary group of people. In fact, so extraordinary that recently, Dean Dar executed a will that left her entire estate to all of us to share. But as you are all now well aware of how in-class law school hypotheticals end, this too had a bleak and tragic ending. Dean Dar tore the will up in front of us to demonstrate revocation by physical act. We were so close, you guys. But I think she realized how successful this class of 2025 was going to be, and that the class of 2026 was going to need it a whole lot more than us. I don't have too much time, so I'll get to what I have to say that's on my heart tonight. You, class of 2025, should feel so proud of yourselves for what you've accomplished. Making it through law school is no small or simple feat. We are each mentally, emotionally, and physically tried through this challenging experience. I remember starting out and not being able to make heads or tails of the jargon that students would throw around. Civ Pro, Con Law, Crim Pro. I didn't understand why everything was abbreviated. Now I know. There's hardly any time to spare during law school. But during these years, we learned so much across many legal subjects. We gained much in terms of knowledge and critical thinking skills from many wonderful professors here at Chase. And we've also gained even more through the people we've met and bonded with during this challenging experience. But life itself isn't all gain, and there are those of us who have experienced great loss during law school. Some of us have lost very dear family members and friends who we wish could be here today, and they're in our hearts. And this is what my comments come down to, class of 2025. You see, as the class of 2025, I do not doubt that you are capable of professional success. And never let anyone make you doubt whether you belong as a lawyer, especially your own mind. You belong as much as any graduate from any law school in the country, and I wish the best of professional success to everyone sitting in front of me. But to have success without loved ones like those gathered around us now, I argue, is no success at all. What would this occasion be without these people gathered around us? Look around at them. Try to find your people. The meaningful relationships that we have with them are our success, and their connections with us are their success. The support that these people have given to us throughout our lives, especially in law school, is priceless. And for lack of a better term, it is as sacred as it is often normal or routine or taken for granted. It seems like this profession will constantly try to force a version of success on us, but I encourage you to resolve to not let it. Live by your standard. Seated around you are what I think is most important: the people who came to support you and the people whom you will go to support, both now and in the future. To succeed and not have them, to me, is not a life worth living. Poems, plays, epics, novels, movies, and songs have told this story over millennia. It has needed to be told so many times because we are all prone to lose sight of what we most value. So I say thank you to my parents and step-parents who have given their time and energy to support me over the years. Thank you to my 2 living grandmothers who are watching at home. This would be impossible without you. And to my stepdaughters, Amalia Marie and Georgia Ann, you are sunshine in my life. Sharing in your brightness as you grow and shine is a precious gift. And I'm so grateful to be a family together. I cannot wait to watch you both be big sisters in October. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My nieces and nephews, I love you guys so much. Thank you. And to you, Annie, my wife, thank you, sweetheart. This is not just my accomplishment, it is also yours. I'm so grateful to have had you on my team, even though all you have had at times in the last 3 years is my absence. Thank you for your patience and support as I face the challenges that law school threw at me and the challenges I threw at myself. Class of 2025, like me, you each have those whom you are wonderfully indebted to. I encourage you, each one of you, to express your gratitude to them in a way that works for you. The best gift that you have is each other. And so, class of 2025, I congratulate you on your tremendous accomplishment. Law school is no walk in the park. And on behalf of the class of 2025, I thank every person seated in this room who has supported one of these graduates. Because as many of you probably know, and as my wife certainly knows, just as law school is no walk in the park, a law student is no walk in the park either. Good thing in a few more minutes, we won't be law students anymore. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm honored to be graduating with all of you. Thank you.
And now please welcome Lisa Mertz, valedictorian for the part-time division.
I've got tissues. Good evening, everyone. It is the honor of a lifetime to stand here as the valedictorian of the part-time evening division, a group that, let's be honest, often feels like the lost children of law school. We work full-time, raise families, attend night classes, and keep Red Bull in business. And yet somehow we made it. But if you would have told me a little over a decade ago that I'd be standing here in cap and gown, I would have laughed or cried or both. You see, about 10 years ago, I was homeless, battling severe alcoholism and addiction, and I thought my story was over. I had lost everything. But then everything changed. A local treatment center took me in. I lived in transitional housing for a year and began to rebuild one step at a time. Along the way, I met people who saw something in me before I could see it in myself. Judge Melba Marsh, who is here tonight, was one of the first. She didn't see a case file. She saw a human being with potential. That changed everything. And then there was Charmaine McGuffey, then a major in the jail, now Hamilton County, Ohio sheriff, who let me volunteer in the jail when I didn't think I had any value at all. She told me when the world says no, that means go. And I did. I went. Little did I know that one day she'd be writing my law school recommendation letter. Eventually, I began working as a recovery coach at a local treatment center. I never could have imagined that one day I'd be leading an organization as CEO of the Addiction Services Council. Still, law school seemed like a fantasy. I mean, I wanted to be a lawyer since I was a weird 8-year-old kid watching Perry Mason reruns on loop while the other kids were watching cartoons. But getting into law school after everything I'd been through, that was hard. I had a lot of history, about 250 pages of disclosures to be exact. And when I got to the part asking for 10 years of past addresses, I didn't know what to write because there's no checkbox for homeless. I felt so defeated when I hit submit. I thought they're never going to accept me. But once again, people believed in me. The Chase Admissions Committee said yes to me, baggage and all. That first year, I had a full-blown case of imposter syndrome. I thought people would judge me, but instead they embraced me. Gracie, Where are you? Yeah, there you are. She was the first to know my past, and she didn't flinch. She celebrated me. Gabby, Jessica, Mia, you made me feel like I belonged. Hunter, my unofficial Cali rival, you made me better. Even though I still think I deserve that con law Cali, we'll talk about that later. Lee, when I first met you, I said I didn't like cops. You said, I'm not like most cops, and you weren't lying. You were one of the most compassionate and hardworking women I know, and now I'm proud to call that cop my friend. Even our professors went above and beyond. Professor Crater, when I had a hard breakup and my spark dimmed, you noticed. You checked in. You were ready to use your Marriott points, I'll never forget that, to make sure I had a safe place to sleep. Who does that? Only at Chase. And Professor Graham, I'm convinced your UCC final shaved years off my life. I saw the uniform commercial code in my dreams for weeks. And Professor Nassif, you told me the Vita Tax Clinic would count for pro bono hours. You didn't mention it was a lifetime sentence. I'll be doing taxes in the afterlife. Tonight, I probably have the biggest crew to ever show up for a law school graduation. From people in the recovery community to my colleagues at the Addiction Services Council, who are my slightly dysfunctional second family. Woo! To the staff of the Hamilton County Justice Center and court system who have worked alongside me to advocate for recovery and criminal justice. To the women who've walked beside me in sobriety, especially my best friend Nicole, who has never left my side. And to Mama Scarlett, pastor and leader of the Women of Alabaster Ministry, and all the women from that ministry who stood by me and helped me build a relationship with God. To my children, Joel and Brooke, you are the light of my life. To my mom, thank you for giving me grace I didn't deserve and never giving up on me. You believed in me before I did. Look around this room. Every background, race, gender, sexual orientation, culture, and faith is represented in my support system, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I didn't get here alone. I am a product of second chances. I worked hard, yes, but I also had an army. Class of 2025, you will be lawyers, judges, lawmakers, and policy members. Please remember, some of the most brilliant people you'll meet won't wear suits. They might be sitting in jail cells or struggling to survive. I came to law school to fight for those voices, and after seeing the grace and strength in this graduating class, I know we're going to change the world. Wherever you go, remember the underserved. Remember the people who weren't invited into rooms like this. Use your voice to lift theirs. I worked hard to earn this JD, but I stand here because my community gave me the chance to. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for letting me be exactly who I am. 2025. Thank you, guys. We did it.
For the presentation of the 2025 Professor of the Year Award, please once again welcome Dean Judith Dar.
But aren't our students amazing? It's really hard to regain and to follow that, but that was absolutely beautiful, both Matt and Lisa. Thank you so very much. The next part of our program honors a member of the faculty that the students have elevated to Professor of the Year. So every year we take a vote and the students elect the Professor of the Year, a professor who's inspired them, who's shown excellence in teaching, commitment to the students in every aspect of their life. Today, it's my absolute honor to invite Professor John Bickers to join me here to receive the Professor of the Year award. Professor Bickers. You all know Professor Bickers as being incredibly engaging in his teaching style, combining Socratic method and mock arguments, and his energy and enthusiasm and brilliance in the classroom has earned him the admiration of this and honestly many previous graduating classes here at Chase. He's a former Army JAG and a longtime Chase professor we're extremely proud and honored to say. He inspires our students and supports our faculty with the same level of dedication. Professor Bickers, congratulations. Please join me in sending congratulations to John. Lieutenant Governor Coleman, President Short Thompson, distinguished members of the platform, Chase faculty, family, friends, and of course, most importantly, graduates. Well, commencement is here, and it's always a special day in the life of our law school community because it celebrates the beginning of your career paths, which are full of promise and endless possibilities. And this year, our gratitude extends to our commencement speaker, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman, who is a pinch hitter of sorts, but we're just so delighted that she's here. You might have seen on the program and through some news outlets that Governor Andy Beshear was scheduled to join us here today, but a last-minute travel snafu resulted in us having the distinct pleasure and opportunity of inviting and welcoming Lieutenant Governor Coleman. And we're extremely grateful that she's here today. And I think the administration that she's part of has built a legacy of service here in the Commonwealth and around the nation. Now, in preparing for the remarks today, weeks ago, I had expected to perhaps be speaking to your colleague, but just like any good leader, we have to pivot and be able to adjust to things that may come our way that are unexpected. So you'll see that the theme of my remarks today need to pivot a little bit, and I'm happy to do that as we proceed. When I thought about welcoming Governor Beshear initially, it occurred to me in talking to the community here, our students, our faculty and staff, and even friends and neighbors, that many people consider the governor to be almost a member of their extended family. I heard that refrain quite a bit from folks who got to know the governor over the last 6 or so years. And I regarded this sentiment of family as just an extreme empathy and an acknowledgement that he had shown interest and compassion and empathy in the circle of the Kentuckians that he touched and even beyond. So I tried to learn some lessons from that leadership and the leadership that comes out of this administration. And if I can summarize one piece of leadership style that I think I learned, and you'll see the slight irony in that for today, because it is always show up. And I guess I have to modify that to say, show up whenever you possibly can. And what I was going to say, and I think this holds true for the Lieutenant Governor as well, is since the governor swore his oath in December of 2019, and really continuing throughout his administration, there has been a real presence of the administration in all of our lives as Kentuckians. We see the administration showing up for COVID, showing up after deadly tornadoes, showing up after severe flooding, and we've seen our governor and our lieutenant governor as well in some contentious moments in Frankfurt, and always maintaining composure and letting us know that they are here to work hard for us every day to make sure that we are all right. So graduates, with that message, let me convert to you what you can learn from these examples. You now have the power and the responsibility to always show up for your clients. And just like Governor Beshear and Lieutenant Governor Coleman, you are going to see your clients in some really terrible moments in their lives. They're caught up in the criminal justice system. they're facing divorce, they have a business failure, and so many other difficult scenarios in which law plays a vital role. And it's essential that you really strive to be that stable influence in the lives of your clients because they need that and they deserve that. The job is hard, there's no question about it, but you are prepared, graduates, to stand up for those who are counting on your commitment, your experience, your zealous advocacy. And I am going to say that I do think I have a lot of faith in this class in particular because you have already stood up in a way that distinguishes you from previous Chase graduating classes. I'm proud to report that this class has devoted over 4,000 hours to pro bono service throughout your time here at Chase, which far exceeds the number that you're required to do for graduation. One of the main reasons that you are prepared to show up and to represent your clients so beautifully is because you've had others show up for you over the last 3 or 4 years. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge those very important individuals in your lives. First of all, your amazing faculty. And faculty, could you stand and be recognized and acknowledged by our students? We do have the most amazing faculty in the nation. There's no question about it. Some of our faculty have been showing up for decades. We have faculty who have devoted their entire career to teaching at Chase. We have new faculty who have joined us more recently, but together, I will say it and I say it everywhere I go, we do have the best faculty in the world, in the nation, and I'm just very happy to be a part of that. You also have family and friends who have been showing up for you for the last 3 or 4 years. And importantly, they have shown up for you when you have not been able to show up for them. You have missed milestones, you have missed birthdays, you have missed lots of events, but they have understood. And family and friends, I'm here tonight to tell you, unfortunately, your graduate will not be showing up until the end of July after the bar exam because they now have to devote themselves fully to studying for the bar exam. Okay? And I say this every year, and I'm sorry to repeat for the faculty who've heard me, but studying for the bar exam is like having 2 full-time jobs over 10 weeks. And it just requires that level of dedication, and if you put in the work, you will pass the bar. And I'm going to be very happy to see you and swear you into the bar in the fall. So for friends and family, thank you. But graduates, I want to give you an opportunity to thank those who have shown up for you, because that is the most important thing that gets you here today. So thank you so much, friends and family. Graduates, your entry into the profession comes at a time when there is worldwide attention on the American legal system. Some have questioned the effectiveness and durability of the rule of law, while others have expressed concern, even confusion, over the workability of our interrelated 3 branches of government. Still others have applauded what they perceive to be a fresh and effective approach to governance, hoping that disruptions will mature into greater efficiency and responsiveness by public officials. Wherever you find yourself in this debate, my message to you is join in. Your degree gives you the skills and the authority to have a meaningful voice in this important national dialogue. This is your time to always show up. Well, graduates, today you join the ranks of over 6,000 Chase alums who make up an extensive and impressive network across the nation and really throughout the world. Please know that the Chase community is a powerful ally in your corner, ready to support and enhance your career development at any time along your journey. Today we celebrate your accomplishment and toast to your bright future. We hope that you will return often and remember you always have a home at Chase. Thank you and congratulations, graduates. We're pleased to welcome our commencement speaker here this evening, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman. Lieutenant Governor Coleman is a graduate of Center College as well as the University of Louisville, where she completed her graduate work. I know she's particularly interested in our mission here because she is a lifelong educator and has devoted herself both to public service and to service as a teacher and educator. And we're so honored that you are here today and really sacrificed to be here on this special occasion for Chase. Please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Governor Coleman.
Well, hello, Chase Law, and good evening to everyone here tonight. I come to you with good news and bad news. The bad news is Governor Beshear got stuck on a tarmac and was not able to make it tonight. The good news is that neither will his dad jokes. But seriously, thank you so much for having me here tonight to celebrate with you. To President Short-Thompson, to Dean Darr, the Board of Regents, faculty, and staff, thank you for the honor of including me in this special day. And especially congratulations to today's graduates, the 2025 Chase College Law class. One lesson that I hope everyone here has learned as you've worked toward this day is that no one achieves this level of success alone. So to the parents and grandparents, the families and friends who have stood by these graduates, today is your day as well. We're here today to celebrate not only the achievement of attaining an advanced degree, but also all of the hard work that went into it. The sacrifices that it takes to hit the books night after night, the personal sacrifices that you've made to get to this moment, the years of hard work and the lessons that turn tough assignments into personal growth. And now you are set to embark on the next major chapter of your lives. I want to offer you encouragement during these uncertain times. America needs you. The Commonwealth of Kentucky needs you, now more than ever. This nation needs not only your knowledge and skills, America needs you to channel your passion and your ambition for a better life with a sense of purpose for building a better world. The rule of law is the vehicle that allowed our founding fathers' vision of a more perfect union to become a reality. The promise of fair play, of due process, equal protection, redress, and that no one is above the law. These are the guarantees that bring not just freedom, but also investment and prosperity. While our governor was scheduled to speak here with you tonight, he was going to share his motivation to study and practice law. And it turns out that those are the very same reasons that I chose to pursue a career in education. I grew up in a family that discussed politics over dinner. My father was a state legislator, and my great-grandfather was the state auditor and the commissioner of agriculture. These conversations were the spark that led me to a career as a high school government and civics teacher. I wanted my students to love our democracy as much as I do. And I knew that the knowledge of the process was critical if our country was to continue in the role as the leading nation of the free world. The rule of law is not some abstract concept. It's a living, breathing structure that allows us as Americans to simply be us, regardless of sex, religion, faith, or creed. But we are living in a time that's challenging our standards and our systems. And we have to ask ourselves, will the values that we have upheld for 250 years continue to hold true? Will our justice system prevail? And what role will you play for the law profession and for our nation as a whole? That is a question that only you can answer. But what I want to suggest today is that however you pursue your life's work, regardless of the specific career path that you find yourself on, your ability to succeed and to have an impact in this world is directly related to your motivations, your values, and your personality. We all have roles to play. Each of us must take stock in our own specific strengths and find the best way to employ them to benefit us, our families, and our communities. Some of you may already have an idea of your path, while others are still searching. Either way, the world you experience will help you evolve and grow. But as you forge your path, I ask that you take some time to listen with compassion and a desire to understand. As a country, we have become far too fractured. We must reignite those values that made America the greatest nation in the world. As you enter this next chapter, I hope that you look back on your hard work here at Chase Law with tremendous pride. You have taken a huge step forward while having to overcome challenges and adversity. I stand here tonight proud of you, and I know you've got a lot of folks here cheering for you as you celebrate this very important milestone. I hope that you take the knowledge that you've gained here and go forward with a confidence in yourself. But I also hope that you recognize that no matter how much you've done or how successful you are, there is always more to learn. You see, leaders are never done learning. We learn from our colleagues, our family, our friends, our neighbors, the people we pass on the street. By listening to different perspectives, we can broaden our minds, understand our neighbors better, and do our jobs better. Looking out today at this group of graduates and knowing how hard you've worked and the dreams that you're ready to pursue, it brings me joy and hope for the future that you will shape and guide. I'd ask that you all take some time to cherish this accomplishment, and even more important, the relationships that you have either made or deepened during these truly formative years. The classmates, roommates, lifelong friends, the professors, counselors, mentors, and administrators. You will carry the people and the times from your years at Chase Law with you wherever you go. And in closing, graduates, I want to encourage you to be not just brilliant in your reasoning, but thoughtful in its application. Remember to be bold and never stop fighting for the things that you believe in. Thank you.
Now, please welcome Dr. Katie Short-Thompson, President of Northern Kentucky University.
Well, good evening, and what a great good evening it is. I am delighted to be here with you, and I want to begin by thanking all of our speakers this evening for their remarks. I also add my congratulations to Professor Bickers. I know that there are few greater ways to be celebrated as an educator than to have your students and this community recognize you, so congratulations, well done. I also want to add the congratulations to our brilliant students, to James and Matthew and Lisa. I so valued your stories, and I'm so proud of your achievements. These graduates exemplify the remarkable law students this institution sends out into the world. I am so proud of this entire Chase community for all of the support that you give our students. It is remarkable what happens within the Chase College of Law. It is truly a pleasure to be here with these graduates, though, today, their families and friends, and the vast Chase community to preside over this Chase College of Law commencement ceremony at NKU. And I know I speak for all of the faculty and the staff here when I say that these celebrations fill us with pride and with joy. Your accomplishments inspire all of us, and seeing you here today, it reminds us why we work so hard, why we're here, to support learners like you as they relentlessly pursue their dreams. NKU is a place where supportive community comes together to create life-changing opportunities for all who have a dream, no matter where they might be in life. As I look out at this impressive group of new NKU Chase graduates in front of me, I am reminded of my mentor, the late Jim Vitruba, the fourth president of Northern Kentucky University, and what Jim used to say about dreams. Jim was always encouraging our students to dream big and to do whatever they dreamed of in their lives. He believed that anything was possible if you believe in yourself, and he would say, dreamers are welcome here at NKU. He would remind us that dreams matter, And he always told us that dreams inspire and they motivate. I have no doubt that today dreams have come true for all of you. Today is a celebration of what once might have seemed impossible, so difficult, out of reach. But your unique talents and potential, your drive and your persistence have made this dream real today. This is who we are at NKU and Chase. We meet our students where they are, and we allow and help and encourage you to dream big, and we give you the support that you need to reach out and reach for those dreams and then go out and do great work in this world. And look no further than Chase for countless examples of that commitment to learners and the region around us. Recently, Chase was recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the nation's best law schools, climbing 15 spots in the national rankings in 2024. Thanks to this college's high bar passage percentage and strong employment outcomes, this new ranking has Chase as the second highest ranked law school in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. The rank, woo, is right? It's fantastic. The rankings, as you know, are determined by a comprehensive evaluation of factors, including graduate employment rates, bar exam success, faculty resources, academic achievements, and assessments from law schools, law professors, attorneys, and judges regarding program quality. What an achievement. We are so proud of you, but we are not surprised. Chase provides many opportunities for students to hone and practice their skills firsthand by participating in impressive externships, both regionally and globally, and through academies and clinics alike. For example, the W. Bruce Lunsford Academy for Law, Business, and Technology, the Children's Law Center Clinic, the Center for Law and Entrepreneurship, the Center for Excellence in Advocacy, and the Small Business and Nonprofit Clinic. Also, the Sixth Circuit Clinic, which gives Chase students the opportunity to work under seasoned appellate attorneys and former Sixth Circuit clerks to brief and argue criminal appeals in the Sixth Circuit. Over its more than 130 years as a law school, Chase has taught students to use justice and the law to help others and to shape society. In fact, I am out meeting with, all the time when I'm out meeting with legislators and community leaders and partners, I often hear their glowing feedback about Chase and the strength of the graduates that we produce. And it comes as no surprise to me because of the exciting and inspiring opportunities that Chase provides for deserving students to become practice-ready lawyers through innovative programs in law and business and technology. I hope that all of you are as proud as I am. I also want to recognize all of you here today, the parents, the partners, the family members, the friends who are here in person, as well as those who are watching from home. To all of you who are with us in support of your graduates, thank you for the important role that you have played in your law students' success. Congratulations on a job well done. And to our devoted Chase faculty, thank you for joining us today and, more importantly, for impacting our students' lives each day. You are, each of you, an inspiration to our students, our alumni, and also to our community. And also to our wonderful, hardworking staff, I want to thank you for always putting our students first. Now then, I've been looking forward to handing out your degrees tonight as we begin an exciting weekend at NKU celebrating the success of more than 2,050 students graduating this spring from NKU. Chase, with 121 students this evening, is my warm-up, and I am grateful for it. I am excited to be here with you this evening, and it is one of the greatest honors to share in this celebration with you as your president. Nothing brings me greater joy than to have you come across that stage with a great sense of joy and relief and pride. With that in mind, I would simply share a couple more thoughts from Jim Vitruba's legacy. He used to tell all of our students to go and find something that they love to do and throw themselves into it, and then your career will take care of itself. I hope that each of you will pursue something that you are passionate about, and continue to work on that with passion and vigor for the rest of your careers. And as you leave here, I encourage you to continue to dream and accomplish bigger and better things, and consider the impact that each of you can have. Just after Jim Vitruba passed a couple of months ago, what struck us as we reflected on his life was he was here for 15 years. 15 years, the longest serving president at NKU. The reason I mention it is that the amount of change and positive momentum that he ushered in his 15 years is worth noting. A lot of people, when you think about the impact of a lifetime, his was really here in those 15 years. So I simply would say to you, reflect on what you've achieved over the last few years and imagine what's ahead of you. Imagine what kinds of dreams you can achieve, each of you. So I know how hard you've worked to get here. I know so many of you have had particular challenges, but here you are. I want you to take great pride in yourself tonight and enjoy it, celebrate it, and take time to celebrate and reflect on this moment. It's just so wonderful and important. Again, you're joining 6,000 alumni in Chase, 86,000 NKU alumni, and we're just so excited to welcome you to the NKU alumni family. So again, thank you and congratulations. I'm so delighted to be here with you this evening.
President Short-Thompson, it's my privilege to present to you the Northern Kentucky University Chase College of Law graduating class of 2025.
And it is now my privilege to confer the degrees. Will all the candidates please rise? We'll clap for that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky through the Board of Regents of Northern Kentucky University, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended. I now declare you a graduate of the Salmon P. Chase College of Law of Northern Kentucky University. Congratulations upon this incredible professional attainment. Well done.
Receiving the Juris Doctor, Ashton M. Adams. Noah Arb, magna cum laude. Veronica N. Archer. Chelsea Ann Arnold Davis. Noah Jameson Banks. Charlie W. Ballot. Logan C. Bowman. Jarvis T. Booth. Matthew F. Carlin, summa cum laude. Lee E. Cherney. Carolyn Chin. Bobby J. Coleman, cum laude. Lillian T. Cortez, magna cum laude. Miranda Dampier. Kirsten Grace Datillo. Avery C. Dietz, magna cum laude, being hooded by Chase alumni and parents James Dietz and Representative Stephanie Dietz. Katie M. Ernwine. Charles H. Doofman, summa cum laude. Joshua E. Fawcett. Robert Freeman Fellows, cum laude. Victoria Ferguson. Stephen D. Fisher. Jillian Aaron Fletcher. Joseph Austin Gerwert, summa cum laude. Susanna Jordan Gilbert. Taylor Marie Gilmore, cum laude. Gabriel C. Givens. Kevin E. Grawl. Devin Matthew Grimsley. Davis C. Guthier. Christopher J. Hackworth. Aaron Heights. Amy M. Halusik. Kamaya A. Henderson. Raven M. Herkenbach. Nathaniel C. Humphrey, cum laude. Sarah Marie Jackson. Kyle John Kazanfer. Sarah D. Keffer. Madeline Grace Lagadinos Kelly, magna cum laude. Morgan A. Knox. Jacqueline Anastasia Kovchak. James A. Lacey, cum laude. Shanna H. Llewellyn. Euless R. Lingar. Chloe N. Lorenzen. Alicia D. McCrae, cum laude. Nicole Marie Massarone. Rebecca Sue McCarty. Peyton E. McClinton, cum laude. Maxwell D. McFarland. Sean McMahon. Lisa Mertz, summa cum laude. Madison N. Miller. Allison A. Moore. Maggie Eden Moore. Jana M. Ninehouse, summa cum laude. Cameron Michael Parker. Diana Perez. Jared S. Pippin, cum laude. Lauren N. Poplin. Morgan Porter, summa cum laude. Jessica Reiser. Lauren H. Riney. Nicholas R. Rhodes. Carly S. Palchi, being hooded by Chase alumnus and father B. Scott Graham. Samantha J. Schiffman. Evelyn Ann Schuler. Catherine P. Shearer, cum laude. Ethan Shepard. Mackenzie Frances Anna Sloan. Jessica Smiley Bright. Carolyn Elizabeth Smith, magna cum laude. Oh, sorry. Caroline Elizabeth Smith, magna cum laude. Samuel Paul Smith. Victoria R. Smith, cum laude. Logan T. Sparks, magna cum laude. Sarah N. Spivey. Aaron M. Sprinkles, summa cum laude. Zachary A. Suman. Nicholas J. Tomorrow. Ashley A. Taylor, magna cum laude. Jacob M. Taylor. Nathan Thacker, cum laude. Joseph A. Valentine. George Ryan Wofford, cum laude. Abigail Ward, magna cum laude. Cassandra J. Ward. Benjamin Worley, magna cum laude. Jacob A. Weiss. Sarah Grace Wells. Mia D. Williams. Summer Williams. Hannah Melinda Woods, cum laude. Lonnie L. Yarnell. Alexander M. Zeller. Receiving the Master of Legal Studies, Christian Lorraine Nazial Howard. Justin Patrick McCormick. Rihanna McCormick. Reagan T. Montgomery. Chloe Skylar Mullins. Devin Nance. Mindy Noggle. Alexandra Maria Rodiz.
Once more, let's congratulate the 2025 graduates from the Salmon P. Chase College of Law. Now, please continue to stand, and we will join in the singing of the alma mater. The words of the alma mater are on the back cover of your printed program. The alma mater will be led by Jathan Briscoe, Gabby Casto, Katie Chambers, and Kelly Messer, students in NKU's School of the Arts.
Northern, let your vision lead us, hearts of women, men, and youth. Help us seek the higher virtues, guide us to the greater truth. Northern, northern alma mater, may our lives enrich your name, and in time leave us your children, better far than when we came.
Class of 2025, you have now officially joined the ranks of the wonderful Chase community all around the world who lead, advise, and better our community in every way. Your alma mater welcomes you back at any time to be part of our marvelous Chase community. Congratulations, you're now a graduate of Northern Kentucky University Salmon P. Chase College of Law. Congratulations. Well, thank you everyone so much for coming out. This is what makes it so special for all of us. This concludes our commencement ceremony, so I think please remain standing while our platform party, the graduates and the faculty recess. Congratulations, I wish everyone a happy Mother's Day, a wonderful weekend, and much continued success to our class. Thank you.